energy. There's three forms of energy. Energy is what it takes to do work or make something change. You have to have energy to make something work. For a car to go, you have to have energy. To make things change. For ice to melt, you have to have energy. So there's three forms of energy. The first one is light, a type of energy that you can see. It travels in a straight path and allows us to see the things all around us. Heat is a type of energy that you can feel. Light can cause heat energy. Adding heat can make things melt. And sound is a type of energy that you can hear. This energy is made when something vibrates. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about light. So you're going to open up to this side page of your booklet. It says Light Investigation. It has a lamp on the bottom. We know that light is a form of energy. Light waves allow us to see because light bounces off things. Today, you're going to see how light affects what we see. So, whenever there's not much light in a place, things look different than when there is a lot of light, right? So, we're going to take this red piece of construction paper. My friends that are learning at home, just get a red piece of paper, and I've closed all the windows, right? I've closed all the windows. So, if I'm looking at this paper right here, what do you see?
It's red.
It's red. Is it dark red? Is it bright red?
Dark red.
Kind of dark red. That's right. It's a dark red. But if I put it in the light, now what do you see? Bright red. That's right. Even if I turn on my flashlight, my friends at home, do this with your flashlight. See how it makes it brighter? Dark. Do you see? Dark, bright. Do you see it? Dark red, bright red. Dark red, bright red. Right? Dark red, bright red. So I want you to get out your red crayons. More colored pencils. And let's see how we can make it a dark red. Oh, I just broke my red crayon. Okay, let's draw the piece of paper. Leave some room for words. Okay, now this I'm just going to color kind of light, so it's bright, light, and bright, kind of. And then this one I'm going to do really dark. See, that's how we can do it. And then with my pencil, with limited light, with hardly any light, it's dark red. And with lots of light, it's bright red. I wouldn't say light red, it's bright red. Dark red and bright red. We're going to do three things. My friends at home, so you're going to do three things at your house. Look at my caddy here. It looks like kind of a bright teal blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little dark. But then when I put the flashlight on it, it becomes a bright blue. You see? Dark blue, bright blue.
I like the bright one.
Me too. I like the bright one better. Let's do something else.
I like the bright one.
What about, our yellow popsicle stick? Yellow, right? Bright yellow. Dark yellow. Bright yellow. See the difference? Dark, bright.
Dark, light. Dark, light.
One more thing. Let's It gets brighter. Everyone should be writing this. It gets brighter. Whenever I add more light, it gets brighter. Why do you think this happens? Why do you think this happens? Why do you think this happens, Kate?
Because when you add more light, then you can see them better, and they look.
Well, why do you think that happens? Why do you think that happens, Xavier?
Because you're shining something with the energy of light on top.
All right, so we're adding energy, aren't we? We're adding energy with more light. And remember it says light waves allow us to see because light bounces off things. So more light bounces off of it, right? So when light bounces off of it, we see things with more energy. So that makes them look brighter. So it gets brighter. Why do you think this happens? Because more energy bounces more light. The more light that bounces, the brighter it gets. Because more energy bounces more light. Because there's more energy. Remember, light bounces off, so now we get to see it brighter. Yes. We're listening. Okay, now we're going to do the heat investigation. We know that heat is a form of energy. Heat energy makes things bigger and can also change the state of matter. Okay, so it can change things from solid to liquids. That's right. Today we're going to see how heat can change an object. So I've given you each a paper plate, and in a minute I'm going to bring you an ice cube. Okay? Now, you're going to get the ice cube. My friends at home, get a paper plate or a paper towel or something, or do it over a sink. I'm going to give you an ice cube on your plate. Now, I want to make the ice cube melt. How could we make the ice cube melt faster than it just sitting on our plate? How could we make it melt? We don't have anything that's heat in here, do we?
Yeah.
What do we have, Chase? We have something that can make heat. What do you think, Blaze?
Heater.
We don't have a heater. Well, we do for the classroom. What do you think, Cooper?
A light.
We could use a light, but I don't have a light for everybody. What else could we use? Heather?
Your breath.
Your breath? What else could you use? Kinsler?
That.
Nope, that's not a heater.
Oh, I know. That's an air.
It's something on our body other than our breath. The breath could work. Isaiah? You don't know, Kate? We could use the sunlight, but that will take a while, Blaze. Our hands. Remember the other day we talked about energy? I said rub your hands together. Rub them together again. Does that make heat? Yes. So we're going to use our hands to melt the ice cube. Okay? So, in the first box it says how long, waterfall, how long will it take your group, we're not going to do it in groups, we're going to do it on our own, we'll give you each an ice cube, to melt your ice cube. How many minutes do you think it's going to take? Write it here. Write the number of minutes you think it's going to take here. How many minutes is it going to take? Write it in this first box. You can say 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, whatever you think. Okay? So it will not take you 1,000 minutes. So you don't have 1,000 minutes left in school today. Okay, make a good guess. Because you're going to sit there and you're going to rub on your ice cube until it's all melted. Okay? You're going to rub on it until it's all melted. You can blow on it with the heat from your mouth. Or you can rub it in your hand. But you have to do it over your plate or else it's going to be a big old giant mess. So let's get everything off your desk, including your paper. And then I'm going to bring you each ice cube. My friends at home, you'll have to time yourself. So set a timer and see how long it takes to melt your ice cube. I'm going to put my phone under here for my friends here with a timer so you can see. And when yours is all the way melted, look up here and see what time it is on the clock. How many minutes, okay? It'll show how many minutes. Okay, so I'm going to put it on here. My friends at home are going to do this, and they're going to time themselves. Okay, some of us had around a minute, and some of us had close to 5 minutes. What method did you use? What did you do to make heat, Cooper? What did you do to make heat? Right, we rubbed our hands together. Rubbed our hands to make heat. Okay. So what caused the ice cube to melt? What energy did we use? Chase? Well, what did it make? It made water. What kind of energy did we make? Light, heat, or sound? Heat. What do you think caused the cube to melt? Heat. Energy. Okay, so we rubbed our hands to make heat. And then we think what caused it was the heat energy. Okay, now when you finish, tomorrow we'll do sound. So when you finish, you're going to go ahead and put this in your yellow folder.